Well, guys, I have good news and I have not so good news. So, the good news is we're almost to summer break and we are almost done with this semester. And the not so good news is we are almost done for the semester and we're almost to summer break. And I'm really going to miss you guys. This year clearly did not end the way that any of us expected back in August. And, um, and it's unfortunate because I enjoy the last few weeks with my students. I feel like it's just a lot of fun. In this unit in particular, I really enjoy teaching with students. And so um, it is just kind of a bummer that we've had to do it virtually. I know some of you guys are secretly rejoicing inside that you didn't actually have to do the cat dissection. But for some of you, that's why you took the class, is because you really like dissection. And so um, I'm a little bit bummed also about the way that ends. I really enjoyed working with you guys. Even the moments when you were driving me crazy, I loved every minute of it. And you guys were just a fun group. I'm excited for what's coming for you guys. I know you'll do well next year and the following year and the year after that. And you'll find all these different ways to share your talents and continue to grow in your knowledge. But I am personally going to miss being your teacher. And I know that I'll see you around, but it will not be the same. And so indulge me just for one moment here while I pour out my heart to y'all. So we have come to the end of the road. So before I get all mushy, let's talk about some business stuff. So grades, let's talk about that. The grades that you guys are going to have for this quarter are actually not going to be fourth quarter grades. I know that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, especially the way it came out when I said it. So you guys have your third quarter grade. There's technically not going to be a fourth quarter. I think they may have sent an email from the district out earlier about this, but there's going to be semester grades that get posted, and that's it. There's not going to be a cumulative final exam. So what you guys will get posted next Thursday or Friday is going to be your semester exam. So the grades that you see for your semester right now are pretty close to what they're going to be, with the exception of including this week's assignment and next week's optional assignment, which I'll talk about in a moment. So the plan is that, you know how in the past that I have typically dropped whatever your lowest grade was for the quarter. Well, there's not really a quarter. And also, every grade that I have counted for you has been something that has been beneficial. So it doesn't really make sense to drop a grade that is actually benefiting you. So I won't be dropping your lowest grade like I've done in the past. Also, because assignments that you've been doing for these last few weeks have the opportunity to increase your grade, then that means that I'm not going to be rounding also. So if you're at a 89.99%, I strongly encourage you to do well this week on the assignments for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and take advantage of the optional exam for next week to try to pull that up past that cutoff. So just a quick reminder, not dropping your lowest grade, not rounding grades. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. If you need to go back and do an assignment that you missed last week or the week before or whatever, to try to help yourself out, you can email me or message me about that, and we can chat about that opportunity to do that. So the other thing is that even though school technically does not end until the 21st, this week is actually your last official week to do the assignments that are required of you. Now, I know some of you have chosen to not do assignments, but technically they have all been required. So this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are our last required assignments that I'm for sure taking grades on. Next week's assignment is only going to be one exam. You will have between Monday and Thursday to get that exam done. You'll have 2 attempts to take it, and it will be worth, I believe it's 50 points if I remember correctly. And so the way that it works is that you'll, if you decide you don't want to take it, you don't have to, but if you decide that you would like to take it, you get 2 attempts. I'll take the higher of the 2 grades. If you do bad on it, remember it's not going to hurt your grade anyway, so it's definitely worth a shot, especially those of you who are close to the next percentage or next grade category and you want to try to improve. So that's the deal with grades. So this week, you guys have your kind of finishing up the dissection for the reproductive system, and then we're finishing up talking about the nervous system. And you'll have the dissection that goes along with that. And then the exam next week is only going to be over mammals. So everything from the beginning of our mammals unit till now. So it won't include any birds or any other things like that. There are a few questions that are optional, extra credit, bonus, kind of like review, recap questions, things that kind of incorporate stuff that we've learned early in the semester, but it's as it compares to mammals. So it's stuff that we might have kind of touched upon as we talked about mammals in our kind of looking at their level of complexity compared to other animals. So that's the deal with this week. This week also is our last week for Zoom conferences. So this Thursday, which is when we normally have our Zoom conferences, they're going to be scheduled for 2 different time slots, one for each class. And the reason why is I'd really just like to connect with each individual class as a whole before we go off our separate ways. And a lot of you guys notice the images and pictures I have on the door in my classroom of all my classes from the past. And since we're not together to be able to do that, I'd like to do a screenshot of our Zoom conference with as many faces as possible. So those of you who've been sleeping in and just rolling out of bed at 1 o'clock, maybe brush your teeth and wash your face and put a hat on or comb your hair, put a hood on or a do-rag or something. But I'd like to take a screenshot of us in our Zoom conference. And so post it below. You'll see times for period 9 and period 10 classes. And so please, please, please log on Thursday during those times so that we're able to catch up and take our picture. And so I can give a proper farewell before you guys go off for the summer. So I don't know how many of you guys are considering doing summer school. I think they're going to send out some information about that if they haven't already sent out details. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I'm sure that they'll pass that information along soon. But again, I've enjoyed you guys. This has been kind of a wild ride, and I have shared with some parents that if I have to teach through a global pandemic, I'm glad I get to do it with you all. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. And if I don't get a chance to see your faces this week, have a great summer and stay safe. And I will see you in the fall.